I want to show you that picture, viewer, because this is a series of pictures that are some of the few of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. These are pictures of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. That's him in that orange t-shirt there in Nankana Sahib, one of the holiest sites of the Sikh religion. It's the city where Guru Nanak Ji was born. Now, we've done an open source intelligence investigation into some of these pictures just to analyze whether indeed Hardeep Singh Nijjar visited Pakistan in 2013 as claimed, or are certain vested interests trying to divert and say there is no Pakistan angle whatsoever and these pictures are actually doctored. Now, using internet tools and myth-busting tools, including satellite photography, my colleague Ankit Kumar puts up and puts together this very, very compelling report that you're going to watch that tells you exactly where Hardeep Singh Nijjar was standing when this picture was taken, and you've guessed it, it is indeed in Pakistan. Watch this report. His supporters in Canada have elevated him as Shaheed, or a martyr, projected him as a devout, selfless Sevadar or a volunteer at the Surrey Gurudwara, where he was murdered on June the 18th. But a picture of Hardeep Singh Nijjar carrying an AK-47 with an underfolder and a magazine has come haunting the slain Khalistani leader. India Today's open source intelligence unit has sifted through the facts from what could be a make-believe portrayal of Nijjar in the Western press. We found that the man designated as a terrorist pictured himself with an authentic Kalashnikov assault rifle in Pakistan. That's right, the firearm you see in this picture is no fiction, no photoshopping, and nor is it the work of generative artificial intelligence. Nijjar's Pakistan visit in 2013-2014 is very much in the public domain. Reports also suggest during that trip, ostensibly for a pilgrimage to the historical Nankana Sahib shrine, he also met individuals linked to the ISI. Nijjar in a group photograph, all posing on a rooftop. Trees, an open area, a gate and dome-shaped structures in the backdrop. When referred to Google Earth imagery from 2013 with specific coordinates, exact features show up. Imagery of the same location 3 years later show no trees. That establishes that Nijjar visited this location in Pakistan almost 10 years ago, barely a 4-hour drive from where Osama bin Laden was eliminated by US Navy SEALs a few years prior. By comparing the first geolocated picture with the second image featuring Hardeep Nijjar holding the assault rifle, it now becomes evident that he's wearing the same t-shirt and turban in both photographs. And that lends a high degree of credibility to assertions that Nijjar's AK-47 picture was taken during this same visit to Pakistan. This in turn punctures theories spun by Nijjar supporters of his being a selfless volunteer and a devotee going on a pilgrimage. His visit to Pakistan more than just a religious tour when he pictures himself brandishing an assault rifle. With Ankit Kumar, Bureau Report, India Today. So these have become the most shared pictures of terrorist Hardeep Nijjar during a visit to Pakistan in 2013-2014. Like I said, there have been vested interests who have tried to say that these are manufactured, but this orange t-shirt that we've analyzed with that other most viral image of Hardeep Nijjar is the very same t-shirt taken during the very same trip, perhaps on the same day as well. The weapon that Hardeep Nijjar is carrying is an authentic Kalashnikov rifle. We've looked at all these images very closely. We've also geotagged the location. What India Today's Ankit Kumar has done is not only analyze all these pictures, but we'll show you where this picture was actually taken. This is the marvelous aspect of open source intelligence. That's where it is. Now, we've got 3 features, trees and buildings behind Nijjar in this picture that we've geotagged and analyzed using satellite pictures, and that is the location where Nijjar is standing in Nankana Sahib. That is the Dwar behind him that you can see in those pictures. Some of those trees have disappeared, but the satellite imagery does not lie. This is precisely in one of the Sikh religion's most holy places, Nankana Sahib, the birthplace of Guru Nanak, that this terrorist visited in 2013 to possibly and ostensibly meet with ISI agents. While on the topic of the ISI, and that the fact that we've busted these pictures and made it absolutely clear that this was in Pakistan around the same time and those pictures are interconnected, the Pakistan link is completely settled then. There's no argument, there's no debate. But the Pakistan angle doesn't end there, because even now with what's happening in Canada, with the Khalistanis being protected there, there is an ISI toolkit that appears to be doing the rounds. Watch this report.
Amidst the big Khalistani terror surge in Canada comes a massive revelation. Pakistan spy agency ISI is providing all possible help to Khalistanis running rogue in Canada. Readying toolkit to help the Khalistani extremist running an anti-India campaign. Sources say the Pak spy agency has roped in retired Pak army officials, journalists and influencers to push anti-India hashtags on social media. Hundreds of such handles are under scanner for inflammatory and provocative content. Former NIA DG YC Modi has made a similar claim, saying that Pakistan's ISI is engaged in terror funding.
पाकिस्तान ने कश्मीर में भी प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट किए हैं, करते रहे हैं, अभी भी करते हैं। पहले पंजाब में भी प्रॉब्लम उन्होंने क्रिएट करने की कोशिश की थी और अब भी वो एक उनकी तरफ से एक लगातार ये प्रयास रहता है, जिसके लिए वो विदेशों में जहां जहां भी उनकी एम्बेसीज हैं, जहां जहां भी उनको इस काम के लिए लोग मिल सकते हैं, उस पर वो लगे रहते हैं।
The former NIA head also pointed to Canada's kid gloves for Khalistanis, pointing out its stonewalling of India's extradition bids.
कुछ देश हमारी दी गई इंफॉर्मेशन पर बहुत तेजी से रिएक्ट करते रहे हैं, जबकि कनाडा के बारे में मैं अफसोस से कहता हूं कि हम लोगों ने बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन उनके साथ रेगुलरली शेयर की है, हमारे लेवल पर भी और भारत सरकार के लेवल पर भी। पर अफसोस की बात यह है कि वहां से जो रिस्पांस मिलना चाहिए वो रिस्पांस नहीं मिला है।
Eminent US businessman of India origin Sant Chatwal pointed to absence of support for Khalistanis among overseas Sikhs.
There is hardly anybody who's supporting Khalistan. This has become a political tension between both the countries, and there's some sort of big miscommunication going on, and which we all Sikhs, everybody, I'll say 99, more than 99%, we love India. India is our country, not the Khalistan. Nobody is interested in Khalistan.
India, meanwhile, is piling on the heat on Khalistani elements with a series of multi-state raids, detaining dozens of suspects with Khalistani links. The raids are aimed at dismantling the terror gangster drug smuggler nexus, the weapon suppliers and financiers. Bureau Report, India Today.
Gaurav, getting a word in from you on this, on the Pakistan angle, the ISI toolkit that could be at play. You know, looking at all those scenarios we discussed, Gaurav, if it was indeed the gangster nexus that bumped off, if it was the Pakistan ISI that had him bumped off, that's one thing. If the gangster nexus had bumped off, then it's not surprising to see how Pakistan wants to get involved to try and manage the perceptions. And they may have had a hand in trying to get India blamed for it.
That would be a very desperate attempt. But Shiv, these are, you know, what happened before, what happened after, in the form of killing of Sukhdev Singh, and the fact that there is an apprehension not just in Canada, but also in the United States of America, because a lot of these gangsters, they, you know, Khalistan is just the brand. Khalistan is just the name. The industry that they run is extortion. The industry that they run is human trafficking. The industry that they run is actually drugs. Khalistan is just the cover so that nobody touches them. Authorities in America will not touch them. Authorities in Canada will not touch them at all. And in some countries in Europe, action is very, restricted. So that is why they claim that they're all freedom fighters for Khalistan. They're actually extortionists and terrorists and, people who are indulging in human trafficking. And we've seen that. We've seen that in the form of Sidhu Moosewala being killed in India. We've seen that in the form of Sukhdul Singh being killed in Canada. Shiv, the apprehension is that this will set off a chain reaction and will have a domino effect. So if one gang kills members of the other gang will hit back, and it will, even for these gangsters and mafia, it will be down to the mattresses, and America and Canada will unfortunately either have to take action against these elements or pay a price for it.
It's, it's being done very effectively, and that's the reason why the entire world now perceives Canada as a country that has condoned terrorist and gangster violence. A nexus that most people didn't even know about has become an everyday reality in the mainstream media. That is the truth of it. Nobody can manufacture this stuff. These claims being made by Nijjar's own son, not by some third party. It's a story that has become hugely bigger with each passing day. We're on day 9, tomorrow is going to be day 10, and who knows what else it will bring. Gaurav, thanks very much as always. We're going to continue to track that story very closely here